Hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm Cindy, the Resell Remedy, and today I'm going to introduce a new format to my channel. As y'all know, and you've been watching me, those of you that are subscribed, and those of you who are new, if you back up some of my videos, you'll see what happens. I kind of tend to talk in circles, and I kind of go back to where I started from in the beginning. But so this way, I'm going to introduce a new format to where I'm going to go down. I've got notes so I don't get lost on my first couple of shows. Um, but on my channel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down certain things and get it done. And then we'll get to the topic right there in the middle somewhere of the show. First thing I want to do that I've got on my list on this new format is my shout outs. Now, why do I want to do shout outs? I don't do live videos. I don't feel comfortable doing live videos right now because um, I've recently, over this past week, I've been in a lot of live videos and chats and everything. And you guys ask some complicated questions, and I don't feel comfortable enough to answer you and give you the correct answer at this time. So I'm not going to do a live video right now. Maybe in the future I will, but for right now, I'm just going to stick to these taped things and just, do a few things here and there. So, that being said, I want to do my shout outs. And first on my list, I want to shout out, of course, Wade's Venture. He has been an inspiration to me. And he's been an inspiration to all of us little guys and gave us a chance to shine, gave us a chance to get out there and let people know we are here. And I want to shout out him for that. Next on my list, I want to shout out Farm Girl Scavenger. Farm Girl Scavenger is she's recently new to YouTube as far as reselling. She's been selling for a long time, but she's new to putting out videos for YouTube. But right now she can't do that because she had a horrible accident. And I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, she put out a first video, and unfortunately, it was from her hospital bed. And guys, if you are not part of the reselling community, or you've even thought about being part of the reselling community, you should. Um, with the help of Wade's Ventures, they rallied around her. Everyone has rallied around her, and we wish her a speedy recovery and to get back out there and be a part of everything again. And she's a very active, vibrant, and vivacious woman, and we love her. Everyone in the resale community, we just love her. All right, that being said, next on my list, of course, is Rally Roots. I want to shout them out for being an awesome couple and putting out those videos, bam, 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 and helping us with tips and tricks and how we can get there. They're just good people. And let's see, who else do I want to, excuse me, I told you I got notes. I want to make sure that I get all my bases. Okay, next on my list, and I'm going to give you 5 every week. I'm going to give you 5. I'm going to shout out 5. There's many, many more I want to thank and I want to shout out. But right now, I'm just going to do 5 every week, and that way I can get everybody in. Okay. Um, Reseller Life. Reseller Life is out of Canada, and there are a couple that love to do Q&A, and they've been in the reselling community for a long time, and they are just super awesome. And you can jump on their channel and get those alerts whenever they're doing their Q&A videos, and they will answer you lickety split. They're really good, and they're really good at what they do. They've been selling, I believe, since, I don't want to get it wrong, but I think 1998. I don't want to get that wrong. And if I am wrong, I do apologize, guys. I really do. But Reseller Life, must subscribe, must see them. Next I want to shout out is the Cincinnati Picker. I absolutely love his interviews and all his tips and tricks that he does and he discusses with us. So those are my, did I do 5? Did I do 5, guys? Yes, I did 5. Okay, those are my 5. Okay. And that's what I want to do at the top of my show each and every time is I want to do my shout outs. Next on my shout out, I'm going to do a super shout out. This is my super duper shout out for my week that the one person has helped me tremendously. And this super shout out goes to eBay. Yes, I'm going to say it. It's going to eBay. I had a problem and I called eBay assistance and got did you know if you have a premium store or any of the other stores, you have your own team? I asked if they could come to my house and do my dishes, but they were unable to do that at this time. But it doesn't hurt to ask, right, guys? So anyway, I want a super shout out to eBay for their excellent, excellent customer service. Special thanks to Charles. I'm not going to say his last name, but special thanks to Charles. He was so friendly. I felt like I was talking to my best friend. He was not robotic. He was just giving me answers and telling me stories and giving me well, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, he was super helpful, super duper duper helpful. And I don't know why people say that eBay is the worst to call. Don't call eBay. They're just going to give you the runaround. I have never had a problem. Sorry guys, never. They have always been super helpful to me, and I've just told them my problem clearly, nicely, and they've been super duper helpful. And I have to say, guys, I've called, I think, 4 or 5 times in the year I've been reselling, and they've always helped me out. And this time, Charles helped walk me through. After we got through solving the problem that I had, he walked me through how to do some different techniques and how to fix some of the settings on my site that I had no idea were even there. So he went in there and he says, I noticed this, I noticed that. Just super, super helpful. So big, huge shout out to eBay. And he was out of Texas. His name is Charles. He's with the premium store. And I really, really appreciated everything he did. Okay, next, I want to spotlight and shout out a newbie. Well, maybe not a newbie. They've been selling now, I believe, for a year, maybe a year. I'm not sure. But I've been binge watching their shows, their videos on YouTube, and I really like them. These guys they've got something good going, and I really think you're going to enjoy their videos. So they're a little different than the rest of us as far as their techniques and styles and everything, but I like versatility. I like to see versatility, and I don't like seeing the same thing over and over and over again. I jumped in, watched these guys, and I really appreciate everything they do. And I want you guys to switch over to their channel. I'm going to link everything down below. Everybody that I shout out is going to be linked down below. And I want you to go over there and I want you to subscribe and I want you to watch these guys because they're good and they're fun to watch. And the name of their channel is, I want to get my notes because I want to get it right. The Business Bros. Yes, it's Business Bros. And they are selling on, I believe they're selling on Amazon and eBay, and they got some cool ideas and they show you prices. They show you what they paid for. They tell you what they pay for something, what they intend to list it for, and what their profit's going to be and everything. They're just really cool guys, and I think you'll get a lot out of that. All right, guys, that's my shout outs, and that's 3 categories there. And next on my list, let me get, oh, okay, we're going to get to our topic. All right, the topic of this week's show is why are eBay's sales slowing down? Now, this has been a discussion on YouTube resellers channels all over the board this week, and apparently everybody's getting questions about what's going on, what's happening. Now, last year this time, I know you guys know I started March of last year. I started when sales were starting to slow down. And apparently during the summer months when you're going through all your proms, your graduation, the kids are getting ready to get out of school, mom and dad are quitting their part-time jobs to stay home with the kids, whatever the case may be. but this is just an awkward time of the year. People are going on vacations. It's just, everything's up in the air, and summer is just a slowdown time. Well, I started in March of last year, and my sales were steady. I kept listing. I started with 20 listings, 30, 40, 50 on up until I got enough to go ahead and get my first store. So I got my first store with a basic store. And that's different now, guys. Go and look at subscriptions. If you don't have a store yet, there's plenty of options there that eBay's offering you. Um, but just list. And that's how I just did it. I didn't know about slowdown periods or anything like that. I was just excited about getting my stuff up and going, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 8 items a week that were being sold that I was thrifting just out of my home. And at that time, for a full year, guys, I didn't go out to Goodwills or anything like that. I just thrifted out of my home. But that being said, that eBay sales are going to slow down in the summer. It's going to be hit and miss for everybody. There may be one seller that's getting sales regularly. There'll be another one that may not get a sale for a couple of days. Don't let that discourage you. Don't let that "I'm quitting" light bulb go over your head. Just keep on going. And if you quit your job to resell full time, you should know this by now. You should not quit your job to go into reselling full time unless you've got that security already in place and you've already been in this enough years to know that there are slow periods within eBay. And so just adjust as accordingly and just keep on trucking. Don't quit. The only reason I feel like you should quit is if your heart's not in it anymore. If your heart's not in it anymore and you feel like it's just a lot of trouble and it's causing you anguish and you don't get any answers to any of your questions, and you just don't feel like it's a right fit, you and eBay are not a right fit, maybe try to switch over to one of the other formats. Maybe try to switch over to Poshmark or Etsy or something like that. I think there's some other ones, or even Facebook resellers. There's other platforms out there that might be a better fit for you. eBay is a focused platform to where you do have to put work into it. This is a business. You're trying to run a business. If you are trying to run a business, if you're just trying to make a few dollars off of stuff in your house, don't worry about what I'm saying right now. But if you planned on this being a business, part-time or full-time, don't give up. Keep on trucking. Trust me, it works. I got my listings up. I just got a premium store last month. And yes, I lost money with the premium store last month simply because I did not, I lost some days to list because of family problems and stuff like that, and not structuring my time properly. But this month I am regrouping, and I do see that my store is already paid now. And it's just the first part of May, and my store is paid. I got this covered. My store is paid now, so we're good. And I told you before in a previous video that I do peck at my eBay fees so I don't get that huge lump sum at the end. And I'm going to continue to do that as well. That is working out well for me. I don't get that aha moment at the very end of the month when they take out that huge fee. I apologize for the glasses, guys. I know there's a glare on them. I have an well, this one. No, it's this one. I have an eye infection. This one's hurting too now. I have an eye infection from mowing the grass last Saturday. If you're on my Instagram, I told you I was mowing the grass, and I mowed 4 acres, didn't get the horse pasture done, and I have had an infection in my eyes ever since. So I've got drops going in there, and I don't want to take my glasses off because you will see it. It looks like it looks like I've got pink eye in both my eyes. I don't have pink eye, but it does look like that, and it looks really bad. So anyway, I'm going to leave the glasses on, and I do apologize for the glare. All right, on with what I was talking about, and that is the slow sales on eBay. Don't give up. Keep trucking. Keep pushing. Keep listing. Now, here's another bottom tip to that. If you are new and if your budget is low and you cannot thrift without selling something, I totally understand that. So do what you can with your budget and try to fit in a few items here and there that you can pick up at Goodwill. Check your Goodwill, your Salvation Army, see when their half off days are, or either their 99-cent or dollar days are, and thrift. And you can even pick up a couple of things at the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General, and even the clearance aisle at Walmart that you could throw on your list. Just keep it moving, okay? Keep it moving, keep going, and fight through this summer slowdown. It happens to all of us. Adjust. Don't quit. Just adjust a little bit, okay? Give up that Starbucks coffee. Give up that $10 Starbucks coffee and put that money towards your eBay store. There you go. Do that. Or McDonald's. Oh, excuse me 1 minute. McDonald's ain't good for you anyway, so. Well, some of it ain't. Some of it's pretty darn good. But look, see this? I'm going to talk about getting back on the wagon in just a moment. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I've got an awful tickle in my throat. All right. That's my topic. That was my topic. Why sales are slow. And so there, I covered it. All right. Let's on to the next segment of my new format. Excuse me, guys. And that is going to be what's going on in my head. Yes. All right, what's going on in my head is the whole buzz on eBay right now is everybody getting ready for the eBay Open. I want to go. I really want to go. But am I ready to go? No, I'm not ready to go yet. For one thing, I can't afford it. I'm just going to say it out loud. I can't afford it. I want to take my husband and my daughter, and I want to go, and I want to enjoy myself. But I can't afford it right now. So that being said, I haven't paid my dues yet to go, I guess. So here's what I want to do. I have 1 full year to get myself ready to go to next year, 2019 eBay Open. I want to get my ticket before May the 1st because after May the 1st, apparently the ticket price goes up. So I want to go to classes. I want to see everybody. I want to meet everybody. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to get bigger. So I want to go to eBay Open. And how I'm going to get there is I'm going to work it. I'm going to work my store. I'm going to work my channel. And I'm going to work me. That brings me to the drink I just showed you. I have got to lose 30 pounds. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. I am a low carb enthusiast. I started a WordPress and a Facebook page 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago. It's done very well. You know, I have a few people, followers, recipes. My sister-in-law now is helping me with some of the recipes because I'm so focused on eBay right now on that. But my sister-in-law is helping me with some of the recipes. But when I had my fall 2 years ago, I fell off the wagon. I looked really good, guys, when I had lost the weight, got my sugar levels down to good. I was being taken off a lot of my blood pressure medication. I felt good, I looked good, and my weight was at a good place. But ever since then, and I only had like 15 pounds to go till I met my goal weight at that time. So 2 years ago, I had about 15 pounds to go before I hit my goal weight that I wanted for myself, a healthy weight, not skinny mini weight, healthy weight. And when I had the accident, it's like it took a whole, like I'm saying about an 8-month chunk out of my life to where I couldn't develop recipes, I couldn't do anything, and I started eating bad, and then it trickled down from there. So, and then a few months ago, I started the stress eating thing because I had some things going on with my mom and all, and I was taking it out on myself with food. So, I am trying to get back in shape. I got my I can't say it. Elliptical. I got my elliptical machine going. I'm on it. I got a little bitmap program. I can run through the woods while I'm on the elliptical. I started doing my shakes for now, and then we're going to go into intermittent fasting. And then my food consumption, what I'm doing so I don't deprive myself, is I'm eating what I like but just reforming it to have better ingredients in it. And I need to get that 30 pounds off me because that is what I've got. I had that 15 pounds plus I've gained 15 pounds in 2 years, and I need to get it off of me. My sugar numbers are up. My blood pressure is up. I don't want to be sick. So that's my goal. And so my goal and my thoughts for today are the eBay Open. I want 30 pounds off of me. I want my money better. And I want to have fun. Next year when I get to go, I want to have fun. And I want to meet everyone. So, all right, that's that for that segment on what's on my mind. All right, here we go. We're going to do 5 things that I sold, okay? And then I'm going to show you 5 things that I got at Goodwill this past Sunday and explain a few things to you. So let's go on to what sold. And here we go. Let's see if I can switch this. It's not switching. There we go. All right. All right, this guys is Talbot's, and I think, well, I was going to tell you this later when I show you some of the things that I picked at Goodwill, but Talbot's is a lower end, and my Goodwill, guys, does not have higher end clothing. It just doesn't. And I don't have the money. Gas is so expensive right now. I think Georgia is one of the highest in the country right now. So I don't have gas to go hour, 2 hours away from my home to go sourcing. So I have to deal with what's here. And this is lower end, but it's sold. It's sold, and it didn't stay up on my site very long. It's sold right away. And it's cute. It's an odd green, but it's cute. Next is, let's see. These are Like an Angel jeggings. They're watercolor print. These sold right away. I did take a best offer on these. I believe I took 12. Yeah, I think I did take 12 on these. But the young lady, she texted me and she's like, she absolutely loves these pants and she appreciated everything. But this is what I look for, guys, when I go to the thrift store. See that? I wouldn't wear it. I'm sure one of you guys might wear it, but my daughter told me, and my daughter's really good at thrifting. She told me, Mom, if you cannot find name brand items, best thing for you to do is look for the ugliest or the most colorful thing you can find, and it'll sell. My daughter is a genius. She's right, and it does. Another thing that I do is I look at, I didn't set this thing up very well. I look for big girl clothes or big boy clothes. Big girl and big boy clothes sell really good. And I sold these. I took a best offer of 16, I think. Yeah, 16. Took a best offer, 16. And I squeezed them. I'm talking folded. I folded them nicely, though. I folded them into a bag, and then I put it into my padded flat rate to ship to my customer. But guys, it was such a tight fit, and I felt really, really bad about sending it in such a tight fit that I attached a note and apologized for the tight fit. I explained to my customer that I really wanted to keep the cost down on the shipping for them, and this was the best way for me to ship it to keep the cost down. And she understood. So, on to the next one. Boy, I didn't set this up good, did I? Oh, you can see my store. That's fine. Um, this is these are some crop pants, and the zipper is on the side. Now, these guys, I want to show you if I can get to it. Okay. See the ink mark on there? I did try to get that out. And there's another one. And I use arrows to point out flaws and take pictures of it so the customer does know. But look at all the little tiny ink marks on there. I tried my best to get the ink out of those pants and could not. So this is one item I did have to wash. So I let it soak overnight. Then I did it again. My husband's like, do it again. And so I did. I did it again. I was going to redonate, but you know what? I think I had told you guys don't redonate. Go ahead and list the flaws and try. And that's what I did. I made sure that in my description, let me scooch down to my description. Okay. In my description is this. I just copy and paste the title, and then I put the style, the brand, the size, the material, and the color. And I had a guess. I'm pretty sure that was a paisley thing. Then I did the measurements, and I did make sure that I said it was a laying flat measurements, not taken on a body or anything like that, or on a mannequin. It was laying flat. And then I did condition, um, and they were in good condition. But I put the facts, and I put please see the pics for arrow stickers and material marks. But that's what I put in the list. So I made sure I put that in the listing as well. And I also put it up here. And so just to let the customer know. But that was that one. Okay, guys. One more. I did not cue this up good for you. I'm sorry. All right, this is actually the last one. I believe it's the last one out of a bulk box that my husband and I bought a couple of months ago. And I swear, guys, everything in that box has sold. The box was actually paid for by selling just 3 items, and it was paid for. Best buy we've made, is buying from bulk, and that's BULK, and excuse me, BULQ. I am so sorry. And these were in this box. We had bought a lot of sports stuff in this box. It was a box, a bunch of sports things, and it sold. And summer is a good time to sell the sports, but that did sell, and you can see it's pretty cool glove. It was pretty cool glove. And it sold. And just take good pictures, guys. Oh, let me explain the backdrops. I switched from my regular wood backdrop. I'm just doing that for flat lays now. But with my hanging stuff, with my mannequin, I'm trying to use the white. eBay has recommended that everybody use the white backdrop. You don't have to. They're just recommending, so you don't have to. I don't believe you have to, but I think it's just a recommendation. But those are the things that sold this week and last week. And I'm back. There's that glare. Oh yeah. Okay, and we'll reach behind me, and I'm going to show you a few things that I am going to be listing. And once again, guys, I go by what my daughter said because I don't have a lot of high-end clothing at my thrift store. And so I am having to sell what I can and make a little bit of profit. And let me say something. Guys, maybe you're like me and you don't have high-end clothing at your thrift store and you still want to have an eBay business. You can still make a lot of money off of the pennies that you make. You really can. It's just a matter of just putting it in there, and just a lot of it. You have to list a lot more of it. And I think I've told you before, I don't allot for I have certain hours that I work, and I don't stress if I have to work. If I list 10 items a day, I am excited. And that's usually what I do, is around 10 items. If I could do 20, I would be like in cloud 9. But I have a family and a farm to take care of, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. All right, polka dots. See this dress? I think I'm holding it up backwards. I am. Okay, polka dots. Polka dots do really well. I don't know what it is. This little dress has a little jacket to go to it too as well. This little red jacket. So cute. But polka dots do really well. And, I noticed that I got fur on. I'm going to have to take the brush to it. This is, I'm going to tell you who made it. It is a K Petite collection. K Petite collection. Now this, more than likely, because if everything follows suit to what I look at online, it is not going to be a high-end item. I'm probably going to make about $15. And I'll tell you how my dresses go. My dresses go $15 to $18 Sometimes they go into 20s depending on what they are. But dresses 15 to 18. My jeans are anywhere from 10 to 15, and then my blouses are anywhere from 8 to 12. And that's usually how I range my prices. And I do take best offers. My daughter doesn't do best offers, and it works out well for her. But I noticed when I don't do it, it doesn't work out well for me. So to each his own, guys. That just tells you that everybody is a little different. Everybody's situation, everybody's store, everything is a little different. And so that being said, let me move on to the next item. Okay, this, I figured since, this is a tiny item. I usually don't buy like tiny stuff, but it says it's a medium, but it is tiny. See this cute little dress? I don't do flowers, but this just stood out to me. And it's got some shoestrings on it, but it is a cute little dress, and I believe I can sell this. And this is by 21. This is by 21, and this will probably sell for around $15. And I do charge shipping on everything, so shipping is not included on any of my items. Okay, next I'm really getting into, and I have to tell you this, guys, is like a big, I should wait and say this on my next video so I can put it in one of my topics, but I'm not. I'm trying to learn vintage. I really want to get into the vintage clothing. I want to get into the retro vintage kind of thing. I'm really interested in the 1940s, 1960s, and I love the 70s because that's my era. I grew up in the 70s. Born in the 60s, grew up in the 70s. 70s is my era. So I try to look for stuff, and I'm trying to learn vintage. So if anybody can give me some tips or tricks or a book or something that I can look at, link it below, or text me below, or email me, whatever, and let me know. And I'm on Instagram, resell _remedy. Instagram, message me. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I really want to learn, guys. I really do. Okay, this is a Mac Studio. I've actually already looked this up. This is not a high-end item. Great feel, but look at it, guys. It's totally 70-ish. See this? And everybody loves to wear clothes that look like it came out of the 70s or early 80s. And this has got a silky feel to it. Of course, it's polyester blend. And it's got these cute little puff sleeves. But I really like that. I had to wash that, guys. I found a stain on it. It actually came out. So, all right. Unusual. I always look for unusual. How many is that? I was only going to do 5. 1, 2. That's 3. Okay. All right. These are some crop pants, if I can get them right. These are some crop pants. Look at the pattern on these guys. And this is an embroidery pattern. And they're crops and zip and button in front. And they're by Jones, New York. Jones, New York. And these will sell, as soon as I get them listed, they'll probably sell. I mean, they're cute. They're really cute. Polka dots, guys. People love polka dots. I don't know what it is about polka dots. But these are by Briggs, New York. And these are a side zip. Size 18. And they're polka dot crops. And they are cute. If you like the polka dots, I don't do polka dots. It's very rarely that I can even get color on my body because I'm not flashy. I just told my husband, I said, the people that shop in my store dress better than I do. True story. All right, this is Maurice's. And a lot of Maurice's stuff, guys, I'm going to say this stuff that I got is low end. I realize that, okay? But this is what I have to do for where I'm at. You have to work from where you're at. I do buy the bulk boxes, BULQ, and that has some higher end stuff in it. This right here. Isn't this cute? Some lady is going to like this. It's got a silky feel to it. And it is a medium. Now, I put the measurements in it. To me, that is not a normal medium. That really is a larger medium size. I think that's 5, guys. Yeah, that's 5. Okay. Well, that's some things I sold, and that's some things that I'm going to sell. A couple of them, I think I do have one thing already up on the site. I think I already do. But that's that. All right, next on my list of things, that's really good. You know, Walmart makes a store brand of the Atkins protein drink. And this is 15 grams of protein, 1 sugar, and 2 net carbs. I usually don't like doing processed stuff. I really don't. But this is I've been so busy, I've had to reach in the refrigerator and grab these guys. But I apologize, I've got a terrible itching in my throat. Okay, those are the 5 solds and 5 listings. And now is story time. I'm only going to tell you one story because I only know one story. Now I know more, but I'm just going to do one because I know I've been on here for a while. And I've got to work down what my time frame is going to be on this. But my daughter recently got a message from a customer. And I don't know if this has happened to you guys, but it happened to her. And I want to share her experience real quick. And she said I could. So being a mom, you would probably just do it anyway. And just, it's better. What is the saying? It's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. I know, right? So anyway, a customer messaged my daughter and said to her in the message, I really like this item. I want this item, but I know you didn't pay very much for it. And I think you should accept my offer. And the item that she had listed was over $100. It was a high-end item. I think you should accept my offer of $50. I think it's more than fair. I don't even think my daughter responded to her. To be honest with you, I'm not sure my daughter even responded to her. But you're going to find people like that that know how much we pay for items. Now, I explained to my daughter, and she agrees with me, that it's not how much we pay for an item, it's how much that we feel it's worth. We've got to put our time in the listing. We got to put our time into going and getting it, our gas to go get it, and we are the ones that picked it out. It's just like a designer. You take these designers, they get their material for a certain price, and then they make an item and they put it on the shelf for $500. You're thinking, oh my gosh, I can go to Michael's or I can go to Hobby Lobby, get the material and make that myself. But could you? There's the question. Could you? I mean, people don't understand. Yeah, we find these items, but we're not charging you full price on what you would actually pay for it. The item she had listed for over $100 retailed for over $500 in the store. If you would have gone and got this item, it would have cost you $500. Now she's giving you a fair rate for a decent, used, high quality item. And you're going to offer her $50 for it just because you know she didn't pay that much? I don't care whether she paid 50 cents for the item. It is what it is. And you're going to get customers like this periodically that are going to know how much you paid for something, or do they? I mean, I pay 99 cents for most of my stuff. The majority of my stuff costs me 99 cents. But I've got to take it, photograph it, make sure it's clean, make sure it's nice, and then I've got to send it out to you. But for people who cannot go to the store and buy products and they want to shop online, they expect to pay. So that being said, that's my little story. I think she did fine. I think she did eventually sell that item. She just had it listed, and I think it is sold. So she did get what she wanted out of it. She doesn't take best offers, guys. She lists it for a price and you buy it for that price. And she does pretty good. Okay, my closing. In my closing, I want to give you a tip. And I've tried this tip out myself. And I don't know if other resellers do it, but it's something that I decided to do it because I don't wash all my clothing from the thrift store. I only wash things that need to be washed, like something that's got a stain on it, or something that is just got, it just looks like it needs to be washed. Um, but my tip for you is to get a big garbage bag, and as you're folding the clothes, before you put them in their bags and everything like that, put it in the bag, and in between certain items of clothing, you're going to put a dryer sheet. Certain clothing, you're going to put a dryer sheet. And then you're going to close the bag up. Let it sit there for a day, unless you sell something, of course, take it out. But you're going to let it sit there for a day, and I've got a tickle in my throat. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying not to cough. You're going to let it sit there, and that dryer sheet's going to get that Goodwill, Salvation Army, thrift store smell off clothing. I don't know what it is about this smell, but for some reason or another, it's got a musty, old type smell to it. I don't know. I don't like the smell, and I'm sure my customers don't like it. So that's what I've been doing. I've been testing it out for a week or so, and it's working. And my clothes smell better without even having to be washed. I do have a steamer. You can see it, well, back there. That's my steamer. Steaming does help, but some items I found that if you steam it, that material does not like it, and you have to let it just kind of dry out a little bit from the steam. But that's my tip for today, and that's my closing. I hope you like the way I've got this format. I did my shout outs. I did my super shout out. I did my new find, my super shout out for my new YouTube friends, and I did subscribe to their channel, and they're the Business Bros, and everything's going to be linked down below. But I want you guys to have a great weekend, and I hope to see you next week. I do want to start doing an earlier week show, and it's basically going to be, I'm going to just walk through step by step for brand new spanking eBay resellers, like my husband. And my husband just got his site going, and I also was on the phone with eBay to he brand new site. He just gets a brand new site, and he's at a holding place on there with his 10 items, and somebody hacks his site. Apparently they tried to sell something that you're not allowed to sell on eBay, some kind of Microsoft stuff, and eBay froze his account. So I got that all straightened out, and they fixed it. Very helpful for that. So I got that straightened out for him. And so I kind of want to just do that. I'm going to kind of walk you through the listings, and I'm not great at everything, so we're going to learn, and we're going to walk together and do listings. So I'm trying to get that show together, so I'll have 2 shows a week. But this is my weekend review show, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't talk in circles too much. This is getting better. I believe it's getting better. But special thoughts go out to Farm Girl Scavenger. Get well. Hugs and love, sweetheart. Get better. And I will see you guys next week. Take care. This is Cindy with the Resell Remedy. Bye, guys.